numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
The seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Today, our Thanksgiving coverage continues with a good one here between the Chicago Bears and the Detroit Lions. It's been a tradition since the early days of the NFL, and we're off on Thanksgiving Day in Detroit. Velus Jones now from his end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Fields going to throw right away. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, Charles, this Thanksgiving tradition is so great. I mean, going back essentially through the full century of the NFL, I know you probably have a lot of fond memories of Thanksgiving Day football yourself.
I certainly do, and I don't have the Turkey Bowl tradition. You know, the families that go out and play and then come in and sit down to their feast and watch football. But I remember reading about, the Lions jumping on the...
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And the Lions are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Well, they certainly weren't afraid to let it fly early, and they hope that'll keep the defense honest and keep the offensive guys excited about getting back out there. They are in attack mode in this game. It did backfire a little bit. Now you're just hoping your defense can keep them off the scoreboard so you're not facing a deficit the next time you run out there.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd.
He'll drop to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown.
Well, Charles, he's still a young single-crowder in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 2nd and 7, Fields rolling to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And Charles, you look at this defense, they were a very loose group coming into the week, knowing they kind of had the upper hand going into this one, taking on a team that hasn't won in a month and a half.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
snap it to Fields.
And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. On play action, they'll throw.
Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions.
A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And they, almost to a man, told us how excited they are to be playing in this traditional Thanksgiving game. But we have to remember this is a team that lost on Sunday. Now they get a very quick turnaround to play again. How difficult is that to do?
It's difficult under any normal circumstance when you're coming off of a loss and you have a quick turnaround. The first thing is to put the loss behind you and move forward. But when you plan on Thanksgiving Day, everyone's watching you. It's an added bonus, though, because now you put the loss behind you. Get that taste out of your mouth, because the taste you want is victory, turkey, and pumpkin pie.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Chicago. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get him in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed, because let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us.
And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings, because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And he comes back with one complete.
And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end.
A heavy rush, and down he goes. goes. They get him that time thanks to the safety blitz as he sank for a loss of 4.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, here comes Swift.
And some space here. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
DeAndre Swift with his 4th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Lions have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been?
And it's intercepted.
And the Lions will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline. And now he's made another mistake. Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Under a minute to go. Clock running and a back-and-forth first quarter of play. Second and 15. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles? It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Back to throw here. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. They're going to look to throw.
Throws out left. It's caught by Williams. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. They'll set up a throw. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Lions have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The return is Jones from the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because Fields is intercepted for a third time.
Rasul Douglas picks it, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Now the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At the 20.
Pick six last drive. Here's Fields again.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter.
Fields on 1st down.
That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11.
1st down, Chicago.
Now Fields. Throw left side, taken in by Claypool.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
To throw is Fields. Claypool with another catch.
And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 40. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40.
And this will be caught by Mooney.
Touchdown, Chicago!
Darnell Mooney.
40 yards.
And the Bears are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Bears 14. Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, it might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He's got this, complete to Williams.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
This is Swift on the counter.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. comes in. This might be a free play. And he's got his man on the out route. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. They knew they had the free play after the penalty. They get great yardage, so they can decline that penalty.
And one of the things we've seen develop more and more in recent years are teams seeing that penalty occur and still taking the big shot downfield and hoping to gain the yardage as we just saw there. They practice it, they work on it, and this time they're successful.
And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Once again, it's Swift.
And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And in for the Lions, touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point splits the uprights, and a rout is on here in this first half.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away.
It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. So we're at halftime here in the annual Thanksgiving game in Detroit. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. In the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown!
Jamison Williams
with another touchdown, number 24 on the year.
And the Lions have taken a 5-touchdown lead.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
The Bears take over first down 10 at their own 21.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They start the drive with Cook. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
We're just looking at the scoreboard and where we're at in the third quarter. I don't know that it's going to matter much at this point, CD, but these small runs on the ground, they're not going to get it done.
No, they're not. And right now, the guys stopping the run have been superior in this ball game, giving them no openings, no seams, and now they get this game well in hand. There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Dancing to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
Lee McNeil, what an effort to get in there and drop him.
Here comes the Bears punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete.
And he's going to be taken out of bounds, but not before he gets this all the way down to the 10.
A big play there on the catch and run. 69 yards.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And in for the Lions, touchdown.
DeAndre Swift.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Lions have taken a 6-touchdown lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The return is Jones from the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it.
On first down, Fields.
Escaping the pressure right. And I think the ball's out, and this is scooped up by the Lions.
Partner, everything that happened before that fumble was great. Good vision, navigating the open field, got good chunk yardage. At that point, if you see a defender coming up, just step out of bounds. Don't risk all you picked up before the hit to just try and get an extra yard or two.
They go play action here on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season, and add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. We'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
6 yards. And it's third down.
Throwing on third down, Fields.
Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Bears.
Now a first down throw, Fields.
Eluding the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. Another try after the first down sack. Fields. Throw left side complete. That's Cook. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Fourth down. Fields has to have this one. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Lions will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Jameson Williams, 56 yards. And the Lions are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh no! And their worst fears were realized as that would turn into a long touchdown.
And the final readout on next-gen stats, remarkable. That ball traveling close to 80 yards in the air. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. The coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that, but that would have been a big play. But he could not pull it in.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
On second down, Cook. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The Bears on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Third down, here's a run by Cook. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. But here we go on 4th down, Fields. And he will find his man on the outside. So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, Fields. Buying time to his left. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
First down there.
Fields. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
First down, Chicago.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Cook again. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Now, that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receiver...
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Santos with the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Very short kick taken right at the 20.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's airing it out for Williams. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Bears are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
It's a gain of 9.
To throw again on 2nd down. Fields.
At the 46-yard line.
He's got a man. Complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. And one last throw here for Fields. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Lions